I want to talk to you today about love, the next big thing. We live in a hostile, violent, angry world. And we know that love is fragile. But the fragility of love makes it all the more precious, like the gold we find in dirt, or a diamond we find in the rough. The universe is learning to love through us. Love needs us, needs conscious, sentient, self-reflecting beings to give it life. But somehow, we forgot to infuse our technologies with love. As civilization has evolved, love has not evolved with it. We have machine learning algorithms, but not yet love learning algorithms. We have big data, but not yet big love. Look at social media today. We are limited to half a dozen or so basic functions. We can like, click, comment, chat, or share. But what would spiritual media look like? What if our aim was to come together to explore the infinite possibilities of the human spirit? In a program like Photoshop, you can make something disappear. But how do you make doubt disappear? How do you make sadness disappear? How do you erase your anger? Or desaturate your fears? Or throw your frustrations into the trash? How do you make love and peace and joy the background music of your soul? Social media platforms box us into a world that rarely invites us to be more today than we were yesterday. A world that seems oblivious to our spiritual growth. A world that does nothing to help us process our emotions. A world that leaves us forever together, yet forever alone. Every day we ingest hundreds of emotional toxins. Then, unconsciously, we dump them back into our little Facebook feeds, or tweets, or pins, hoping for some solace or attention. Or we might be afraid to share our true inner feelings, so we live on the surface and suffer in silence. But what if social media was led by a philosopher of love? What if Facebook was led by Martin Luther King? If Gandhi was the guru of Twitter? If Rumi was the prophet of YouTube? A Rumi-inspired network wouldn't look anything like Facebook. It wouldn't start with an empty comment box that asks, "What's on your mind?" Instead, it would start with the ultimate aim of life, which is unconditional love, and the ultimate purpose of community, which is to remember that right now others are suffering and feeling rejected and hurt and lonely and in need of the love that only you can provide. Who can I love today? How can I love when it's really tough? These are the questions that really matter. A King-inspired network wouldn't have just a news feed. Instead, it would have love feeds and peace feeds and nonviolence feeds. And it would allow you to do something for the first time in the history of the internet. Filter your feeds by feeling and aspiration and ideals. A Gandhi-inspired network would give you a whole set of spiritual practices never seen or experienced before in community. Like a peace infuser, a gratitude generator, a destiny focuser, a despair refuser, and even a soul soother. Doc Childra of the HeartMath Institute says, the capacity to self-generate a positive emotion remains a largely untapped human power, but that's only because people haven't developed it. And this is the purpose of your beloved community, to help you develop this untapped power. When you can generate positive emotions, regardless of your situation, regardless even of the pain, then you have the greatest power in the universe.